On May 5, 2013, Honor Flight Northern Colorado assembled at the Embassy Suites Hotel in Loveland, Colorado for the departure of their 10th flight. 120 veterans from World War II, the Korean War, and Purple Heart recipients from the Vietnam War and the war in Iraq and Afghanistan would be heading to Washington, D.C. to see their memorials. Guardians and veterans checked in and met up to share breakfast and a short ceremony as they got acquainted and discussed details of the agenda for the next 2 days.
You served in Korea.
Yeah, I was in the Korean War and on a ship for a year. Stationed in Japan, Sasebo, Japan, on a destroyer, TE-10.
What years did you serve?
1952 to 1956.
So you saw the end of the Korean conflict. What does it mean for you to go?
It means that people think that we did, that we served our country and did a little bit to make it better.
Which conflict were you in? World War II?
World War II.
World War II. Where'd you serve at?
I was in the Philippines when the war ended. Took me 34 days to go over. Can you imagine? We went on a zigzag course. We were supposed to have control of the air and the water, but they weren't quite sure, so we did zigzag back and forth to miss the subs.
What branch were you in?
I was in the Army, 7th Field Artillery Battalion.
And I just wanted to ask you what it meant for you to go on the trip with us today.
Oh, it's been quite a decision. At first I wasn't going to go, but I talked to my son and daughter-in-law. Yes, you are. So it ended right there.
What does it mean to you to go on the trip?
Oh, this is great fun. I think it'd be nice and interesting to go back there and see all the things, the memorials and everything. It'd be great.
What branch were you in?
Army.
Where'd you serve?
I never did get out of the States. I was here. I was supposed to go to Battle of Bode, but I never did make it, so...
Probably glad you didn't.
I'm awful glad. Very good.
What years did you serve?
Army-wise, 69 to 71, and then Vietnam, 69 through 70.
So were you a Purple Heart recipient?
Yes, 2 times.
What bases did you serve on?
Okay, I served in Chulai along the Laotian border. Chulai was our base camp. LZ Stetson, which used to be LZ Buff, was our landing zone. But we patrolled basically the Quang Ngai province along the Laotian border.
I want to thank you for your service.
Well, thank you.
And thank you for going on the trip. What does it mean for you to go with us today?
It means a lot. It really does.
Have you ever seen the wall?
No. Nope.
Probably have some names to look up then.
Yes, I do. I got quite a few friends there.
Where did you serve at?
It started in Suicat. It was in the rice paddies, and then we went through the Central Highlands along the Cambodian border. So we were pretty much all over the place. They just flew us in and told us to jump out. So.
Yeah. Obviously a Purple Heart recipient?
Yes, too.
I want to thank you for your service.
Well, thank you.
Enjoy the trip.
I will.
You're going to love it. It's
I'm looking forward
to it.
Good time,
somber time, bittersweet.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is. Thank you. A lot of people don't know that, so.
So which operation were you in?
Enduring Freedom.
Enduring Freedom. What years did you serve?
2008 to 2013.
You're a Purple Heart recipient?
Yep.
I understand you're going with your grandfather?
Yep.
Who's a Korean War veteran.
Yeah.
Does that mean something special to you?
It's cool that we get to go together.
So you served in the Korean War?
Yeah.
What years did you serve?
51 to 54.
What does it mean for you to go on this trip with your grandson? Did he force you into it?
Yeah, he did. He had twist my arm. Bob broke it.
Good for you. Good for you. Thank you for your service and thanks for going. Hopefully I'll get to talk to you when you get back.
What years did you serve?
43 to 46.
Navy?
Maybe Seabees.
What does it mean to you to go on this trip?
Oh, well, it's really an honor. Real trip.
I want to thank you for going. I want to thank you for your service.
Well, thank you.
So what years did you serve?
52, 53. I was in Korea when the war ended. On the MLR, main line of resistance.
So you saw action.
Yes, I did. A lot of people don't know what the MLR means. I mean, I spent more time there than infantry, artillery, observation, return fire.
So what does it mean for you to go on the trip?
It's just wonderful. I just couldn't believe that it was this fantastic.
What branch of the service were you in?
Navy.
Navy? And can you tell me where you served?
Navy Air Corps.
Air Corps. Were you a pilot or?
Patrol bomber. Oh, I was a gunner. Land base, we patrolled the Atlantic. We patrolled all the way from San Juan up to Boston. 20-hour flights. We had to look out for the submarines downstairs.
What does it mean to you to go on the flight today?
Well, my daughter talked me into going. I just got out of the hospital myself, so.
Thank you for your service, and hope I get to talk to you when you get back. You'll enjoy it.
I'm glad to have survived it anyway.
Welcome to the Honor Flight Northern Colorado send-off for the 10th Honor Flight. With this flight, we will have taken 1,313 veterans from World War II, the Korean War, and Purple Heart recipients from the wars in Vietnam, Iraq, and Afghanistan. Honor Flight Northern Colorado is an all-volunteer effort. That is, it is staffed all with volunteers and is funded completely with donations. Veterans pay nothing to go on the trip. That's our way of saying thank you for all that they have done for us. There are literally thousands of donors, supporters, and volunteers that help Honor Flight Northern Colorado achieve our mission in honoring our warriors. It's impossible to mention them all, but again, you can visit our website and those people supporting this effort are listed on our website. And we extend our gratitude for making this possible. And of course, the reason we are all here is to provide a big thank you for the veterans and for all that they have done for us. We would not be the land of the free if we were not the home of the brave.
Now we ask you, Lord, to bless the Army, bless the Navy, bless the Marines, bless the Coast Guard, and bless the United States of Air Force, and bless America, and bless our heroes. In Jesus' name, amen.
Number of people for the next 5, 6, 7 miles. They're going to be saluting you every time we go under an overpass. They'll be standing on side, law enforcement, fire department. And when you get down to the Firestone area, there'll probably be about 1.5 miles of flags with people standing there cheering. So they're all congratulating you and thanking you for what you've done. So enjoy the moment.
The first leg of the trip was the bus ride to Denver International Airport. This in itself was one of the highlights of the event, as the highways were lined with flag-flying well-wishers and salutes from police departments, fire departments, and emergency personnel as the buses passed by. The caravan was escorted by police and nearly 100 Patriot Guard motorcycle riders. Upon arrival at the Signature Air Flight Terminal, the veterans were greeted by local military personnel who would also assist them with the boarding process. Another short ceremony ensued, and then it was off to Baltimore, Maryland, where they would spend the night.
Thank you, sir. Appreciate your service. Thanks for your service, man. Thank you very much. Appreciate it. Thanks for your service. Thanks for your service, gentlemen. Thanks for yours. You're welcome. Thank you very much. Appreciate it. Thank you for your service. Hey, that's a nice hat combination. Thanks for your service, gentlemen. Thank you. Appreciate your service, gentlemen. Thanks for your service. Thanks for your service, sir. Thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you, guys. That works both ways. Yes, sir. Thank you very much. Appreciate your service.
Raise your hands if you want. Okay. All right. Navy. Marine Corps. Army, Air Force, and World War II. Okay, great. U.S. Air Force. Stand up. Stand up. Coast Guard. Coast Guard. I think we have at least two. All right, everybody, give it up for our veterans.
The arrival in Baltimore was no small affair either, as the veterans were greeted by more well-wishers as they departed the plane. People walking through the airport would stop and clap as they realized the walking history that was in their presence. That night was spent at the beautiful Baltimore Hilton Hotel, where the group would enjoy a grand banquet accompanied by a keynote address from a military dignitary before retiring for the night. breakfast at 0600 Eastern Time the next morning came early. However, the group was energized by the anticipation of the events of the day ahead. At around 0800, the buses were boarded for the trip into Washington, D.C. During the bus ride, the veterans were treated to a documentary movie about the building of the World War II Memorial. As they entered Washington, excitement grew as the buses drove by many famous sites and historic buildings as they made their way to the World War II Memorial. The World War II Memorial is a beautiful 7.5-acre structure located between the Lincoln Memorial and the Washington Monument. At the center of the memorial is a large ovate pool of fountains. The north and south ends are symmetrical, with the north end representing the Atlantic Theater and the south the Pacific Theater. Each end features a pavilion enclosing a massive eagle sculpture. The pavilions are lined on each side by 56 columns that represent the contribution of the states and territories that contributed to the war effort. Each column is adorned with a bronze oak and wheat wreath, and the columns are symbolically joined together with a sculpted bronze rope to represent the unified bonding of the nation. With the Lincoln Memorial in the background, the west end features a wall of 4,000 stars, each representing 100 American lives that were lost in the conflict. To the east is a walkway lined by 24 artistic brass panels that depict scenes from the Atlantic and Pacific fronts. The next stop on the tour was the Air Force Memorial. The spacious shaded grounds made a perfect setting for the catered boxed lunches to be eaten. The memorial itself depicts flight with 3 columns shooting toward the sky and a transparent panel revealing the missing man formation. The entrance to the Korean War Memorial depicts a solemn, even eerie scene of soldiers walking through a field. One side is lined by a wall of holographic-type images. The far end is capped off with a beautiful fountain surrounding a wall that reminds us that freedom is not free. With many of our Guardians as well as our Purple Heart veterans having served during the Vietnam conflict, the Vietnam Wall is a fitting finish to the tour. Many veterans and Guardians could be seen looking up names of relatives and comrades that were lost in the conflict. The Lincoln Memorial lies between the Korean and Vietnam memorials, with the newly restored reflective pond separating it from the Washington Monument. The final stop in Washington was the bigger-than-life Iwo Jima Memorial, which depicts the raising of the flag by the Marines at the top of Mount Suribachi on the island of Iwo Jima. Back at the Baltimore airport for the return trip home, the veterans were greeted with more fanfare. A kiss on the cheek left evidence of the absolute appreciation and maybe orneriness of one U.S. Air employee. As the plane pulled into DIA, there was little sign of fatigue among the travelers. The veterans were once again assisted by local military personnel as they departed the plane. Each one received a personal welcome home as they entered the terminal.
I get very emotional. When I came here 2 days ago, I came with tears. It was so exciting. And now I'm coming back. I still have tears because of joy to come and to leave under the circumstances of seeing my fellow veterans and going back to some of the activities that I have experienced over my life. This is so exciting. I can't tell you. I can't tell you how much I love everything that's going on and love everybody who's been part of the going on.
All right. Welcome back.
It's okay, thank you.
We made it.
We're still here, huh?
Yeah, we're still here. We're still here.
Did you enjoy the trip?
Oh yeah, it was really something. I was kind of skeptical, but the three things that were really important was all these people here from the area would line up with their motorcycles and the flags and the send-off. That was really touching because when I came home from the war in 1946, no one ever asked me what I did or where I was. And the other thing was all those memorials. They were amazing, and the people aboard all these buses were, so neat, and especially the guys with the orange shirts all helped us out. Really touching. I never heard a negative word all the time.
Glad to be back.
Have a good time?
Oh, wonderful. Yeah, it was nice. It's really nice. You Guardians, you make it.
Welcome back.
Vietnam, what were you there for? 66, 67, and 68. God bless you. God bless you.
Welcome back. Welcome back.
Thanks.
Welcome back. Thank you.
We're just going to get some snacks and drinks if you want, and then sit.
Hi, guys.
And then you can just have a seat or the back.
That's what's first.
Would you tell them to have a seat?
They won't let us do that.
You didn't bring any kegs with you?
No, that's the thing.
Why not?
That's a good idea.
We got down here.
I don't see it.
look like you're ready to go skiing.
I'm ready. I'm ready.
Did you have a good time?
Oh, wonderful.
Welcome back. Did you have a good time?
Both friends.
Welcome back. Take care of
I'm in the Air Force. Yeah, it's nice to meet you. Thank you for your service. Appreciate it.
I love people. When I come to think how many people helped save my life over in Korea, I can't think about how much happiness they've brought to me and given me the opportunity just to celebrate life again in a different way than on the war battlefield in Korea.
Where did you serve at?
In the South Pacific. I was in the 70th Fighter Squadron. My squadron shot down Admiral Yamamoto. That was a little earlier than I was there.
I'm not an officer. I work for a living.
Ladies and gentlemen, one bag was left. Attention, please.
Saluted again down here. What was his name? Is that right? There it is.
Arriving back in Loveland, the buses were escorted into the Embassy Suites Hotel by police cars with lights flashing. Family and friends gathered to welcome them home as they entered the lobby.
Yep, look at that. They're all going to be waiting for us. Yep, we're going to follow those cars and we're going to get those wheelchairs ready so we can get them.
Honor Flight Northern Colorado executes 2 of these trips per year to honor those who have given so much to provide the freedom that we all enjoy. We wish to thank all who support us with our efforts to provide these trips at no charge to the veterans. Most of all, we express our sincere thanks to all of the veterans who traveled with us on this trip. You are our heroes.
Got a little chilly. That's what I heard. Yeah. Today.
I did a lot of sightseeing. Yeah, I'd love to see
Did you have a good time?
Thank you. Yes, sir.
This is my daughter
Hi,
Sue.
Sam. Nice to meet you. Thank you for organizing this.
I heard they about starved to death.
Is that right? Did you almost starve to death?
Oh
back
man,
then?
I know.
Oh.
Well, they just kept bringing back those trays in the plane, you know, and finally I just had to say no. I eat all I could eat.
Brandon took him, brought him here.
Okay.
And Brandon's taking him home.